Hello, and today I come to you from a completely different location. I'm going to be traveling for the next few weeks, so we're going to get more ad hoc, more sketchy, and should be fun, should be interesting. Today I'm going to be talking about yearly themes again, and today I thought I would start with the year of yes. That was the first theme I believe that I actually did fully for a whole year. And effectively, that year was about changing my disposition towards saying yes to things. And ultimately, that didn't mean that it was a hard and fast rule, because that would be something that you could fail. But it was a way to increase my disposition towards saying yes to things. And in order to do that, I had a default towards saying yes if I could, and then scaling it back. And ultimately, the reason I think that was a really successful year was because it meant that I was really able to explore things that I might have found uncomfortable or shied away from, but that I ultimately enjoyed. Because I think there's a circle of things that you know you'll enjoy and would want to say yes to. And then there is a wider circle of the things that you would enjoy, but not everything in that circle is something that you would say yes to. And then there is an even wider circle, which is things that you wouldn't say yes to and you won't enjoy, but you don't know that. And the year of yes really expanded my understanding of the things that I would enjoy, and also just gave me a why not attitude to life. And the thing that really does, and this is something that I have noticed across a lot of different themes that I've done in the last few years, is that there is a real gap between what you think you want to be able to do, if that makes sense, and what you actually are able to do. And so with the year of yes, the things that I didn't want to say yes to but ultimately enjoyed was that gap. And unless you push yourself all the way to that border, you can never actually figure out where that border is, because there are a bunch of things that I think I'll enjoy, and then there's a bunch of things that I don't think I'll enjoy but ultimately did enjoy, and I would never be able to get there without the year of yes. And the good thing about the year of yes was that it was very simple. The idea was simply to say yes to things that I was invited to, or say yes to opportunities that might be outside of my comfort zone. But all of that created a person who was way more open to life. And as someone who did this in maybe 2016, I was just in my formative years of being able to exercise autonomy over my life. It's the time where I think I was just going to university, a lot of things were changing in my life, and it's why I decided to take this approach of the year of yes. It was about staying within my, moral, ethical boundaries, but continuing to expand what it means for me to be me and really explore why I do stuff. And the year of yes was a year that I picked to do because I felt like this was the moment that I should really go all in on being open to new experiences and opportunities. And I felt the year of yes calling to me in a way. I felt that this was a good moment for that theme. And so I think the lesson from that year, the meta lesson, I would say, is that the theme can also be informed by what you have coming up that year and what you feel would help you optimize or prioritize correctly that year. That's not very coherent, but I think what I'm trying to say is that a year of yes would be a really good year if you're going into a lot of unknowns and you want to continue to expand and explore the different things that you might be shying away from. Whereas if you kind of know how you want your year to go, the year of yes might be a distraction. So I definitely think that different themes can be right for you at different moments in your life. But ultimately, the year of yes, in the moment that I did it, which was I think the first year of university, was an incredible moment for me to discover a bunch of things about myself, because it was one of my formative years and a year where I was able to exercise a lot more agency than I would in other years, because it was the first time I was getting a bunch of money and time that I could spend independently, and it was the first time I moved out of home, so I could really define myself in any way I wanted. And yeah, that's the lessons from the year of yes. I think the other thing that the year of yes taught me was how to be open to spontaneity and opportunity as someone who was very in routines and lived not a sheltered life, but a pretty regular life. And I did a bunch of exciting things that year and met a bunch of exciting and eclectic people and had a bunch of experiences that I don't think I would have had because I didn't have I wouldn't have had the disposition to just say yes if I was able to. So that's the year of yes.